Hello everyone, I am Shweta and welcome to my channel Analytics by Shweta. In today's video, we will learn how to format slicers in Excel. So if you see, we have a simple data point of employees. We have their employee code, their name, their department, grade and many more details. If you see here, we have given their level as mid-level, senior level, entry level. So if you go here, you can see we have entry level, mid-level, senior level, and upper level. And for each of these, we have given a symbol. For getting these symbols, you can use the alt codes. I'll just show you how you can get them. So if you see, we have this website called as altcodes.net and we have given the alt codes. For example, you need to use the alt key and the one over here to get one symbol. To get the smiley face, you can use the alt and various numbers to get the different symbols which is there. There are various websites which give you the alt code. So you just need to press the alt key and the number and you get your symbol. So in this way you can use symbols in your Excel sheet. So let's proceed. We have our data over here. I have made a simple pivot chart over here with the grades and the count of grades. Let us add a slicer on the country. So this is a simple slicer which we have. If we click on the slicer, the other slicers become white in color. We have a white fill over here. So what if we want to change the colors of these slicers? How do we do? In a simple way, you can just select the slicer and select any one of the styles over here. For example, if I select this style, I get it in green color. If I select this style, I get it in orange color and our usual blue color. But what if you want to customize it, have different colors apart from the ones which you see in the options? So what you need to do is first, I'll just make a copy of the slicer so that we can see different variations of changes. We select the first slicer and then just select any one of the style which you want and say duplicate and give it a name. So I will write my style 1. Now I want to edit the whole slicer. So I select whole slicer from here and I go to format. Now here you can select which font which you want. So let's select some big font. So I'm selecting this Abadi. I'm selecting bold and I'm selecting a larger font color. For border I say no fill, no border, so that will not have a border, and for fill I say I give me a gray color and I say OK. Now what you need to do is select your slicer, go to slicer and then select the slicer. So if you've seen custom, my style 1 has come. So I selected my style 1. So if you see, we have a gray color, we have everything in that new font and it is bold. So this is one variations. Let's go and do another variations. So I select this slicer. I go here and I make it another style. So I write it as my style 2 and I do the whole slicer. I do format. In font, I select Calibri. I select a smaller font which is required. And for border, I say none. And for fill effects, also I say no color. Let us just keep it this way. Now go here and select your new style. So I just went here and I selected my style too. So if you see, the font has changed. Now what you can do is make this into 4 columns. So it comes in this way. So it takes lesser space. You can right click here and go to slicer settings and display header. You can say no. So this country on top which is written here will vanish and you can just make it smaller. Once you make it smaller, just select your slicer and in height over here, start reducing the height. So let me just reduce the height. So I have reduced the height over here. I go to insert, I go to shapes and I select a line and I use the shift key to put the line. So just put the line just below and give it a color, and in weight give it some weight. So now if you see, our slicers look like tabs instead of the usual slicers. You can just click it and get your, for example, if I click United Kingdom, my slicer is automatically updated. But the downfall is that this button over here vanishes, the entire clear slicers. So if you want to clear a slicer, you have to click on control and click on that tab once again, and then the slicers get cleared. So this clear filter slicer goes away when you say do not display header. So you need to decide, what do you want. You want the country slicer to be present. So if we go here and I say slicer settings and I say display header, you will get it on top, and then you need to adjust your tabs once again. But it takes a little more space. So you need to decide that, do you want this so that you get this clear slicer over here, or you want it without it, and a person can just click on control and on the tab and deselect all the slices. Now let's see one more option. Let's create a copy of the slicer. I've gone here and I say duplicate and I say my style 3. Now we'll go to selected whole slicer. First we will just select none for the border. For the font, Calibri, regular and 11 we'll select. So for the whole slicer, I have selected the font as Calibri, regular and 11. For the border, I have selected none. And for the fill, I have selected nothing. So I do OK. Then I go to selected item with data. Selected item with data means the tab which you select and it has data on it. I go to format. I'm OK with the font. I am saying border none, and for fill I give it a color. For example, I give it this purple color. So for selected item with data, I have given a purple color, and I go here back and I say OK. And for unselected item with data, so we just did selected item with data and we gave it a purple color. That means when you select a tab, so what happens to the other tabs? So for this also I will give it a color. So let me give it a brown color and I say OK and I say OK. Now let's go to a slicer, and in slicer settings let us select my style 3. So if you see, all the selected items with data is in purple, and when we select a particular tab, that is United Kingdom, that is in purple, but France, Japan and Singapore are unselected, so they are in that brown color which I have selected. Now when you hover over it, if you see, we have a particular color which is yellow showing over here. What if you want to change this color? So let's go to our slicer, and this slicer, my style 3, let's just modify it and hover selected item with data. So just select it and do format and select a green color. Let's see what happens with this. I do OK. I select this and I select the slicer once again. So now if you see, when I'm hovering over these, I get a green color. So in this way you can select and various brand colors which you have and update it. Now what happens if you want to, instead of these France, Japan, United States, you have symbols. For example, I have shown you that I have symbols in my data. What if you want to have symbols in your slicer? Does the slicer work? Let's try it out. I go here and I go to level symbol and I add slicer. So if you see, we have added symbols in our slicer, and these symbols take less space. For example, if I go here in slicer settings, if I say do not display header and I make it small, so you see it takes less space over here. Let me just do this a little. Yeah. So it takes less space in your slicer. So when you make dashboards where space is a constraint, you can use such symbols to kind of minimize the data points. But make sure the symbols are known to your stakeholders, to your clients, so that they don't get confused what these symbols mean. So make sure it is universally recognized in your organization. For example, the male female icons are something which is universally recognized. So you can use common icons like those in your slicers and make it more visually appealing. So in this way you can have various. So if you select this data, just go here, duplicate a slicer. So you do duplicate a slicer and you do my style. What is the style? 4. And then you can select any one of this selected data item with data, unselected item with data. So what is it? Selected item with data means that that particular tab has these data points over here. An unselected item with data means it has data, but you have not selected that particular tab in the slicer. So with data and without data mean the same, mean these things. And sometimes what happens is, I'll just show you. Let us click a slicer, like add a slicer. This is a little just to show you. I have put 23 over here. So if you see, France, Japan, and Singapore have become light in color. They have become like disabled because 23 age people are not present in these particular countries and in this particular symbol. So what to do if you do not want these France, Japan, and Singapore to appear because they don't have data? We don't want to confuse the stakeholders on what to do. So what you need to do is select your particular slicer, go to slicer settings and say hide items with no data, and you do OK. So now if you see, we do not see those countries over here which have France, Japan, and Singapore, which do not have any people in 23. So it doesn't confuse. But if you still want it present, you just need, for example, if you see here, it is disabled because it doesn't have in these particular levels. So you can do hide items with no data and hide them from your particular slicer. So in this way, you can, clear your slicers, update your slicers, make it look like a tab. You can add symbols, you can add colors, fonts, selecting items, data, unselected items with data, what color you want when you hover the data. All these formatting tricks can be done. You can make your slicers small so that they take up less space and make it look like tabs. So there are a lot of things which you can do with formatting slicers. And one more example I wanted to show you. For example, let us just clear our slicers. Let us go here and add a slicer on department. Now, if you see, departments come in a particular way, that is, they come alphabetically. But what if you have departments which are in a particular order? For example, I don't want to see it in this style. I want my departments in this particular style. So how do you do that? For that, you go to File, you go to Options. Once your options come, you have to go to Advanced, and you go here where it says edit custom list. So once you go to edit custom list, you can add your own list. So I can add this list over here. So I go here and I add this list. I did the list over here. I did import and all this list came. And I say OK and do OK. Let's go here and let's refresh everything. So I've refreshed all the pivots, and if you see here, my order has changed to what I want. So if you have certain orders like regions or departments, or if you have divisions or business units and you want them in a particular order, but the slicers would by default go alphabetically and you want it in a particular way, so you can use custom lists to get your slicers organized in a particular way. And if you later add them in pivots also, these data points will come in the same particular order. So this is how you can format slices in Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.